Hello learners, in this video we are going to talk about the nervous system, and here we are going to briefly discuss about parts of a neuron, the various parts of external structure of brain and its primary parts: medulla oblongata, cerebrum, cerebellum, thalamus, hypothalamus and pons, with their structure and specific functions. Now let's talk about the nervous system. The nervous system functions primarily as the control and coordinating center of our body. Okay, and why do we need the nervous system? If we talk about its functions, we have sense organs, and through these sense organs we can receive the surrounding, and we can gather information through it. So in this way, through our sense organs, it keep us informed about the outside world. So this is the function of nervous system first. And then second function, if you talk about all the muscular activities that is carried out in our day-to-day activity, or that a human body or any organism performs, it is through the action of nervous system that helps, controls and coordinates the muscular activities, and it also controls all the voluntary activities, okay, such as running, walking, reading, writing, or the involuntary activities such as your breathing, um, pumping of the blood from your heart, the heartbeat, and then your thinking processes, and all the movements that is carried out in your brain, your sensing, receiving the information, thinking, all such things are possible through the nervous system. And so the nervous system is very important. We have gathered this much information. Now we should also know that the primary component of a nervous system, that is the structural and functional unit, its basic unit, is a neuron. Neurons are the cells that forms the nervous system. You should not get confused with nephrons. If you have read or have an idea about the excretory system, there the functional unit of kidney is nephron, and here we talk about neurons. So the neuron is composed of three main parts. Number one, the cell body, which is also known as perikaryon. Number two, dendrites, and number three, axons. So you can see here in the diagram, the yellow colored part in the center is the cell body, which also has nucleus and some granular structures. These granules are actually called Nissel's granules, as it is well labeled in the diagram. And then we have those cytoplasmic projections, which are called dendrites. A single dendrite is called dendron. And then we have axon, which is long process from the cell body which terminates, and which, so first of all, when we talk about the cell body, it is also known as perikaryon or cyton. And peri means surrounding, while karyon, as we all know, means nucleus. It has a well defined nucleus which is needs to be remembered, and it lacks centrosome, and other than centrosome, all the cell organelles are present in it. So why it lacks centrosome? There must be a question, and the answer to it is that centrosome plays a crucial role in cell division, and since these nerve cells have lost the ability to divide, hence they lack centrosomes. And they also have some granular structures called Nissel's granules. Then when we talk about dendrites, they are just branched cytoplasmic projections of the cell body, okay, and they conduct nerve impulses to the cyton. They bring the information basically. And next we have the axon, which is a long process from the cell body which varies in sizes, and in most neurons, it is also surrounded by a white insulating sheath, which is called as a myelin sheath or a medullary sheath. Both the names go, while myelin sheath is the most famous one. And when the myelin sheath is talked about, you can also see in the diagram that the outermost covering layer of the myelin sheath is neurolemma, and also as it is mentioned, the myelin sheath shows regular gaps throughout the length, and those gaps are called nodes of Ranvier. And some axons may have side branches called collaterals. The end portion of axons have swollen ends like bulbs which store certain chemicals called neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters play a very important role during nerve impulse transmission. We'll talk about this later on the chapter. And lastly, the axon terminals are closely packed near the dendrites of another one or more neurons but are not connected, and such gaps in between are called synaptic clefts. So these axon endings, as you can see, they carry bulb like swollen portions which carries neurotransmitters, and these along with the dendrites of another neuron forms a junction called synapse. Thank you.